On today's episode of the HatTrick, we are talking about how well the Rays are doing and how horrible the A's are doing. We're talking about the Celtics comeback of the 3-3 lead, and we're going to talk a little bit of hockey with you. And then we'll end it all off with some Hall of Fame yay or nay. Here we go. I'm Isaiah.
I'm Hunter.
And I'm Micah.
And you're watching the HatTrick. All right, so we are filming this on May 29th of 2023, and so far the Rays are doing phenomenal, and the A's, the Athletics, the Oakland Athletics, are not. So let's talk about that. Mike, you kind of want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure, let's go. We'll start with the A's about how bad they've been doing. It's just not good. What's the record over there?
10-45 this season so far.
10-45. I don't even know who the best player is. It's probably someone like Tony Kemp. I don't.
And he's 0 for 41.
Yeah.
They have won 18.2% of their games so far this season. So
That's not good at all.
Hunter, do you want to add anything to that?
I think the Rays already have more wins than the A's are going to get.
The Rays.
Yeah.
The Rays have 39 wins and only 16 losses. That is phenomenal. It's a 70.9% winning percentage. And are the A's even going to get that? They're not even like a third of the way done with the season?
I don't think they'll get that many wins.
All right. So, yeah, Micah, you're a big Astros fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm so happy they're doing bad.
They are in second place in the division with the Rangers in first, but the Athletics are in that division, so we'll see how that ends up. What do you think the odds are of the A's making the playoff 55 games in the season?
Like 1% maybe.
That's a reach.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, Hunter?
0.
0? Yeah, I think it's like very less than 1. Do you guys want to guess how many games back they are?
25.
Hunter? Did you already?
27.
They are 24.5 games back, 55 games into the season.
Oh my God.
That is horrible. No offense to all you A's fans. The Athletics,
Do they exist?
They suck.
Yeah, do they exist?
Maybe when they go to Las Vegas, they'll be better.
I don't know.
For those of you that haven't heard, the A's bought some land up in Vegas, and they're going to plan on making a new stadium up in there. Mm-hmm. All right, so on a better note, let's talk about the Rays. The Rays are 39-16 with a 70.9 win percentage, as I said earlier. Us three on the 28th went to see the Dodgers and Rays. The Rays won 11-10. What are you guys' thoughts on their just playing abilities?
They can just beat up anyone. You can put your best pitcher out there and they'll still put 10 up on you. I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm. I think you put Prime Kershaw out there, they're scoring 10 runs still.
Yeah, so they were playing a bullpen game, and they still won like 11-10 last night. It was wild.
Something must be going on at home. Like getting 10 runs every game at home, that's insane.
They have played a total of, as of the time of this recording of May 29th, they have played a total of 32 games at home, and they've only lost 6 of them. That's like, I don't want to say
amazing.
Suspicious, but they're 13-10 away. So it's
strange.
Yeah, it's not likely that something's not going on.
I'm not throwing out accusations, but that's just statistically not probable. All right, so they're 4 games ahead of the Rays, or the Orioles. The Rays are 4 games ahead of the Orioles. And yeah, Hunter, you're a Red Sox fan. What are your thoughts on this? Because the Rays and Red Sox are in the same division.
So, this is kind of going off topic, but I think the AL East is the best division of all time. Put the Red Sox in the AL Central, they're in first place.
Of all time.
I do agree with that.
All right, let's do a little.
I do agree with that.
Let's do a little studying here. So, all of the AL East teams are above 500. Mm-hmm. Is there any other division with all teams over 500?
No.
Probably
I don't even think it's close. I don't even think it's close.
It's all right. So there's the Nationals have a 43 win percentage.
Oh, that's not
the
as
Cubs.
bad.
All these teams are in last in their respective divisions. The Cubs are 42, and the Rockies are 44. So yeah, that is a wild division. I would not want to be there. I'm a big Dodgers fan, and the NL West is doing okay this season. Dodgers are in first in their divisions by 1.5 games. Again.
As always.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll blow it in the playoffs, I'm sure, again this season.
Yep, and gotta play the Padres.
Very true.
But you guys want to talk anything else about baseball?
I got nothing. I mean, we discussed how bad and good teams can be.
Yeah, there's definitely some stretch in there.
I want to add something. I think the Red Sox offense lately has been very good.
The Red Sox offense. All right. They're 10 games back.
What's the last
in
10
the
games?
best division
What's
of
the
all
last
time.
10 games?
In the last 10 games, they're 5-5, so they're not outscoring their
Okay.
opponents too much.
Yeah.
But to have a good offense, you need a good defense to back them up.
And
Which
that's
they
where our
don't have.
problem is.
Yeah, they don't have that.
I think our only decent pitcher is Chris Sale, and this season, after his first 2 starts, he started showing up, but still, he's not what I was expecting.
They just got to trade him in my mind.
He's old. I
Yeah.
think he's done.
You can't get anything out
He's
of him.
old, he's glass. Just get a draft pick or something for him.
All right, so as of, again, May 29th, who do you guys think is going to win the World Series?
Rays.
I actually have the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers can actually do it.
Micah with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Rays-Dodgers matchup again.
Rays-Dodgers matched up again. Shout out to the 2020 World Series. Kevin Cash was the MVP.
Shout out to 2018 as well.
Shout out to 2022.
All of
Can't
our
say
teams have won
2017.
recently.
2017 I still like.
I'm going to go with Rays too. I think just they're unbeatable. Again, 39 wins, 55 games in the season is just wild.
I mean, then again, the last time a team went 13-0, I'm not saying anything. They didn't make the playoffs.
All I'm saying is that the Yankees also last season started out doing amazing, and then they ended up just barely winning their division.
And it was the
So-
same with the Red Sox. Usually, I think a better start leads to a worse end. Because you have all that confidence, and then you start losing, and then lose it all.
I don't even think Tampa's going to win that division. I think Baltimore can overtake them.
I think Red Sox.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
All right.
I do.
You guys want to move into the biggest talk of sports right now?
All right, let's
Yes.
do it.
Basketball. All right. So as of time of this recording, the Celtics and Heat are tied at 3-3. The Celtics were losing 3-0. Just crazy last few games, especially last game.
Yes.
What are you guys' thoughts on that? Micah's a big Nuggets fan. They've already secured their spots. You want to talk about that?
I mean, the Nuggets have been playing amazing, and if the Heat win, I have no doubt that the Nuggets can beat them pretty badly. Because they've had to go to 7 games, losing 3 consecutive, and then just winning 1. That's not enough momentum to keep them going.
Yeah, I agree.
Hunter, who do you like in the NBA?
Well, I like the Red Sox, so that means I like the Celtics. So I just think when they lost the first 3 games, we were out of it, and then Tatum started doing stuff, and then we all just started doing stuff, I guess.
Guys need that miracle speech. All right.
Honestly.
So after the Celtics last win to win the 3rd straight, crazy finish, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
Derek
Point-
White.
0.2 seconds left. He just tips it in there, and all the Heat fans thought that they won, going bonkers, everything. And then you finally figure out, oh, wait, that went in on time. They reviewed it, and they won, and they're tied again. And just like that.
Yep. Very happy.
All right, if you guys were Heat fans, what would your guys' reaction be with the game coming on tonight?
Get rid of the head coach.
Before tonight?
No.
No, after tonight. But tonight, I think.
I think the Heat can beat him. Jimmy's not going to go down 4 consecutive games. He's just not going to do that. That's not how he plays.
I don't know. Looking at how Tatum's been playing, I don't know.
Tatum's on and off sometimes.
And last time, Game 7, he dropped 51. So
Yeah, but that's also against the not good mentally 76ers team.
it's against the MVP, James Harden. I mean, who do they have? Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero's out.
Embiid was a fake MVP. We all know Jokic should have won it.
I think Tatum.
Can we all take a moment of silence for LeBron? He might retire, he might not. I don't think he will, but just a moment of silence. All right, that's enough for him. So, Hunter, you said you think the Celtics are going to win.
Yeah, I
And
think
you think the Heat are going to win.
I think the Heat.
All right, so Micah, your Nuggets have already secured a spot in the finals. What do you think will happen if the Heat win and if the Celtics win?
I think if the Heat win, then the Nuggets can win in 5. I just don't think it'll be that difficult because Jokic might get beat up again like he always does, but now he's healthy again. So
And what about if the Celtics win?
if the Celtics win, then it's going to be a tougher matchup, but I still think the Nuggets can win in 7 games.
So you think that it'll be harder for the Nuggets to win against the Celtics, but you still think the Heat's going to win against the Celtics?
Yes, because the Celtics have a better team overall, but matchup to matchup, the Heat and Celtics, I think the Heat can win this.
Very good point about the Celtics having a very good team, because I don't think Jason Tatum would be who he is if that team wasn't as good.
Yeah, I mean, they have such good defense, such good rebounders, assists, passes, like everything you need.
Yeah. Just amazing team.
All right. So, who do you think will win the finals if the Celtics have to play the Nuggets or the Heat have to play the Nuggets?
So if the Heat make it, I think they're getting swept. I think they're going to double team Jokic, but that's just going to give them so much more empty stuff.
Well, yeah, if they double team Jokic, then they got Jamal Murray, KCP, anyone else that can just, because they have so many playmakers on that team.
Yep.
So you think after the Nuggets haven't played in about a week, right?
Nope.
So you still think, okay.
I take that back. Maybe 5 or 6 games.
And then what do you think will happen if the Celtics win?
I think they'll go to 7. I think it'll be close, but I think the Nuggets would win.
Let's
You think
go.
the Nuggets will win? Yeah.
Yep.
I think no matter who wins tonight of the 29th, I think that the Nuggets are going to win in 6. I think after you haven't played in a while, you're probably getting some rest, but maybe a little bit too much rest. So injuries are bound to happen, I think, and I just think that the Nuggets are overly confident.
Punch Jokic in the nuts.
This is a...
I mean, people talk about, playoff Jimmy's so good, but playoff Jamal Murray's been playing a lot better than playoff Jimmy. Look
Who's
at
been playing better?
who?
Tatum.
Not in the first half of games.
In Game 7 of games.
I mean, yeah, because he's played one of those.
All right, let's look at the playoff bracket so far this season.
Oh, Ja Morant holding up another gun.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that.
Ja Morant recently got suspended for the first 8 games next season for the same reason why he got suspended a few weeks ago. And I thought the apology the first time was sincere. Then he goes and does it again, and you just can't do that.
I think he used ChatGPT. If you
Alright.
look up, like, good apology, then the same one that he said pops up, I think.
That's funny.
Then again, I heard that from some random guy on YouTube.
I mean, Josh just not an intelligent dude. He just doesn't know what he's doing.
All right, so speaking of Ja Morant, he plays for the Grizzlies. The Lakers beat them 4-2. All right, and then the Lakers played whoever won the Warriors and Kings, and the Warriors won. Lakers and Warriors, that was a few years ago in the finals. That was an amazing game. I still remember that. And the Lakers went in 4-2 again. And then all of a sudden they played the Nuggets and get shut out. All right, so the Nuggets, let's look at the Nuggets playoffs so far. So they won 4-1 against the Timberwolves. I mean, it's the Timberwolves.
Yeah, not that good.
Yeah.
And then they won 4-2 against the Suns, which I was surprised. I thought that was going to go into 6 or 7 maybe.
I had no confidence in the Nuggets playing the Suns with KD, Devin Booker. Luckily, Chris Paul was out, so we didn't have to do anything with him.
I was hoping the Suns would win because that gives the Celtics an easier matchup.
I thought the Suns were going to win it all. Or I thought it was going to be Suns and Celtics, and I thought the Suns were going to win. Okay, so then if we go on to the Eastern Conference, we have Bucks and Heat. The Heat obviously won 4-1, which is a shocker. You guys want to talk about how much of a shocker that is? Like,
I mean, I was on vacation when that happened. I was at Tampa. Go Bulls. It was just insane. Giannis just not there. I mean,
yeah, 4-1 against the 1 seed in the first round. And then it was Knicks and Cavs. So then Knicks and Cavs were 4-1. I thought the Knicks were going to beat the Cavs. So then it was Heat and Knicks. And Heat obviously won 4-2. And if we look down here a little bit, Hawks and Celtics won 4-2. And 76ers and Nets, the 76ers won 4-0. And then it was Celtics and 76ers, and that went into 7 games, and Boston won in the last game. So, Micah, Celtics have already won in Game 7, so they already know the pressure.
Yeah, Tatum definitely knows what he's doing. He scored like 51, 52, whatever
51.
it was. 51, yeah.
So now it's the 8 seed against the 2 seed, the Heat and Celtics.
and
So-
it's tied, which it should not be. As a Celtics fan, I think we should have won in 5 or 6 games.
Oh, yeah, you should have, but so do Bucks fans also thought that they should have won too, and they lost 4-1.
I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting them making it to the conference finals.
No, they're just getting the playoffs. I mean, if they make it to the playoffs, they're gonna do something.
I mean, the weird thing is they go from the 1 seed, I think, 2 years prior, and then now they're just the 8 seed. I find that strange.
Well, because they just didn't play as good.
Yeah.
All right, so game 1 of the finals, June 1st, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on ABC. Make sure you guys check that out. I think it'll be a good series no matter what. I still think the Nuggets are going to win, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so us three aren't fanatics of hockey, but it's a sports podcast. We have to talk about hockey, and the playoffs are happening. So the Stars and Knights.
Golden Knights.
So it's the same thing with the Celtics. They're coming back from a 3-0 blowout, and I don't think anybody was expecting that as well.
So the Panthers are already in it. Correct?
Yep.
The Panthers are already in it.
Panthers made it.
Who do you guys think is going to win against the Stars and the Knights?
I think
1 and 2 seed, just to make that clear. And then the Panthers were the 2 seed? Or?
They were the worst overall seed.
Yeah, they played the Bruins.
They played the Bruins, that's right.
They were. It's like the Heat. It's basically the Heat.
All right, so Stanley Cup playoffs, Knights or Stars?
I think the Stars will come back.
I got Knights in 6. I don't have Dallas winning another game.
I think the Knights will win, and then I think the Panthers are going to win it all.
I also think that.
All right, so we all think the Panthers are going to win it all. So, yeah, maybe the Panthers will win the cup. Maybe it'll be the Knights. And you think the Stars have a chance? I mean, they obviously have a chance.
Yeah, I think they have a chance, but I don't think. I think of even if they win one more game, it still goes to Vegas, and I still think Vegas can pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I think just the momentum they have right now isn't stoppable. And same with the Celtics.
Well, good luck to the Panthers. Good luck to the Knights. Sorry, Dallas, but not really into you guys right now.
And I do want to add, the last time a team came back from a 3-0 deficit, they went on to win the World Series in 2004.
He's a Red Sox fan, by the way.
He had to add that.
Yeah, I guess you could take what you get with World Series wins. But, all right, so after every podcast, we're going to do something we call Hall of Fame, yay or nay. And we're pretty much going to pick a guy, and we're going to say if we think he belongs in the Hall of Fame or not. So, Micah or Hunter, do you want to choose or say who we're going to do a Hall of Fame yay or nay to?
I think you know who I'm going to pick.
Who?
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. All right, so today we have Jason Tatum. Again, with the Celtics coming up in this tied 3-3 series. Mike, what are your thoughts on him?
I mean, I think, he'll go to the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he'll ever win an MVP. There's just so much talent in the league. I just don't think he'll ever be the best one in the league.
That's bold.
So does that bring up the question, if you're not the best in the league at one time, what makes you one of the best of all time? So is it you have to win an MVP to be in the Hall of Fame? You have to be the best.
I think there's been guys that haven't won MVPs that's been in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, has David Ortiz?
Oh, has he won an MVP?
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has either. We are going to look that up right now.
And look at him. He has, I think, 500 home runs, something crazy like that.
I mean, he did take steroids.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that yet.
Trying to find a loophole.
Okay, he won a World Series MVP it must have been 2004, right?
So he didn't win an actual one.
So, yeah, he didn't win an actual MVP. So
yeah, you don't need to win an MVP. It's just something that helps you.
Yeah, I think that does help you a lot.
But it's been no doubt that Tatum's been a top 5 player for the past 5 seasons.
I mean, I think if you're the number 2 player every season, dropping 30 points a game.
He's not number 2.
All right.
Well, somewhere up there.
I can name a lot of players.
Micah, Hall of Fame, yay or nay, Jason Tatum?
I go yay.
Hunter, Hall of Fame, Jason Tatum, yay or nay?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a
Nice
slight... Yeah, thank you. I'm going to go with a slight yay. Just because of his stats. Like, overall, he's above average. He's a 4 in every out of 5 for his average. He's just a 4 for his whole career. And it's like, he deserves a MVP, I think. Or, not an MVP, a Hall of Fame. So, yeah, that ends the segment of Hall of Fame, yay or nay. We are, I think, do you guys want to talk about anything else?
I'm good.
DeAndre Hopkins getting dropped.
Oh, yeah, the D-Hop. Gotta talk about D-Hop.
Some NFL news in the offseason. D-Hop no longer on the Cardinals.
If he goes to the Chiefs, then that would be insane.
I honestly think the Browns are going to go after him because when he was in Texas with Deshaun, I think that was just a good connection. I think he needs that receiver back.
Well, I mean, he was with old Deshaun. Now he's with... I don't think he wants to go with new Deshaun.
Well, I mean, Amari Cooper at 2 and Deshaun at quarterback, D-Hop at 1. I think that's a good duo.
I mean, if you guys do that, then I have no doubt that you guys will probably get second in the division behind Cincinnati.
What do you think happens to D-Hop now? Or what do you think happens to the Cardinals now?
I think they go 1-16.
No.
Whoa!
No.
No, I'm joking.
I'm a big Seahawks fan, and I'll be glad if the Cardinals go 1-16, but I don't think that's realistic.
I mean,
I think they'll win 3 games. I mean, they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round that they didn't really... I mean, they needed him, but it's not the best thing that they needed.
all right, so you think they'll go 3-14?
Yeah.
maybe 2 wins, maybe.
So it was
I think they'll go 5-12.
5-12. Why?
Really?
Why?
Because okay, let's look at you entertain them while I look up the Cardinals schedule.
Well, okay, so
Well,
I
I think-
understand that D-Hop was injured or was suspended for like first half of the season, almost for 7 weeks, but like he still got 700 yards and I think probably 12 games.
I mean, he's amazing, and that's the reason why they won the amount of games that they did, and they didn't even win a lot.
They won like what, 3 or 4?
Something like that. I think San Francisco's just getting better. The Rams just getting better. Seahawks getting better.
Thank
the
you.
Cardinals just not good enough in that division.
All right, so do you guys want to hear the Cardinals?
Yep.
So, how many wins? You said,
I said 3 wins.
and you said 4?
Yeah.
And I said at least 5.
Read the schedule, and then I'll see how many wins I think they'll get.
All right, so week 1, Commanders, then Giants, then Cowboys, then 49ers, then Bengals, then Rams, then Seahawks, then Ravens, then Browns, then Falcons, then Texans, then Rams, Steelers, 49ers, Bears, Eagles, and then they finish the season off with the Seahawks.
Yeah, 3 wins.
3 or 4.
I got 3.
I think they're gonna win 5. I just don't
Okay.
see how you get under 5 wins. Do you guys think D-Hop's stat important to the team?
Yes.
Well, Kyler Murray's been on a downfall ever since he got into the league. He's just not as good as he used to be.
Take
yeah.
his Xbox or PS4.
Yeah. Double XP weekend.
I think, he was a great college guy, just like Tim Tebow.
Yep.
Yeah.
All Oklahoma QBs are good in college, but bad in NFL.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, Baker.
Yeah, Baker, Kyler.
Well, actually, no. As a Browns
Jalen.
fan, I think Baker was good, but he wasn't good enough for the Browns. I think the Browns needed someone who would stay there and be consistent.
He
and
was
not get
consistent. He brought you guys to the playoffs.
once.
Yeah, in the one season he was there.
He was there like
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
But like
Whatever.
wasting a first overall pick on him when I think he was in the same draft as Patrick Mahomes, that's a little bold.
He was. Well, no one knew Mahomes was going to go off.
All right.
The Chiefs did. They
I have one
traded
question
up
for you
like
guys.
18 picks.
What are you guys' thoughts on Tom Brady retiring for the second time? You think it's genuine?
Finally,
I think
yes.
it's genuine. I actually
I
do
think
think
this
this
time-
one's genuine.
I think this time it's genuine. I think that this is the first time I thought it was genuine. That he was like sorry that he had to retire again, but I think it's genuine. I think he's really retired. I think he's gonna try to stick with his family.
Yeah, kiss his son some more.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's truly retired. And do you guys think Patrick Mahomes is the next Tom Brady?
I think he will go down as good as Tom Brady.
Okay, so this is my thoughts on this, and it's the same in basketball and everything else. Nobody's ever going to be as good as Michael Jordan. Like, people argue that LeBron is. He's not. He has to, like, exceed Jordan by a lot
Well,
to
what-
be considered by society better.
What if you average 50 points, 50 rebounds, 50 assists? Are you not better than MJ?
All right, you do all that. You play 20 seasons, and you have to win 9 of them. You have to win the finals 9 of the 20 times.
What if you have no one good on your team? Like, your team is awful, no one is good.
Well, say Jimmy Butler averaged that and didn't win a single ring because his team just wasn't good around him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see
No,
that, but
let's
it's
say- no.
you're putting into the Hall of Fame a player and not a team. All right, so these you just have to stick to your team. And yeah, Michael Jordan had a great team, Scottie Pippen and all of them.
A good example, Victor Wembanyama, when he's going into the league, he's going to be in San Antonio where there's nobody. He could average 50-50-50 and he probably still won't make the playoffs.
I think it's going to be the same with LaMelo. I don't think he'll be as good.
Well, LaMelo's just not that good. LaMelo's not that good.
In college, in high school, he was all right. Did he even go to college?
I think so.
Okay.
I know it's at Chico Hills High School.
Mm-hmm. I remember that one, like, half-court shot. That's all I remember.
He showboats too much, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching the first episode of the HatTrick, and we hope to be uploading one of these every week. So we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Done.
There you go. How long was that?
That was pretty good.
Does it say stop it? Pause it.